Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, or professional development. As for current time of 11:08 a.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $2,963, up about 0.02% so far. Respect to over crypto market, you could see clearly we are relatively flat at the moment. Kind of a mixed bag across the altcoins after house. So we'll dive into technicals in a bit to see what's going on. And respect to Ethereum, we are just levitating, above the 2853 level, which is a technical support level. And at the moment right now, we are basically being magnetized around the 2950 level, which is a flat number that we've identified so far. And we've been kind of gliding around that level, basically for the last, I would say, 24 hours so far. From the sell-off that we've incurred in the last 2 days, ever since the Jerome Powell verbiage, right, from Thursday, on his depictions on the economic outlook going forward, and the ominous foreshadow on the upcoming FOMC meeting increase of the interest rates from 25 basis point to 50 basis point, which subsequently drive the entire market, both on the equity side, which is hinder a lot more severely, but also with respect to crypto also being dragged as well downward, as people are taking that more of a safe haven type of approach, taking money out of the market, despite crypto should be technically characterized as more of an inflationary hedge. But the market will react the way it does. It's not the most psychologically logical sometimes, because most investors trade with emotions, right? Which subsequently will present a good opportunity if we are performing the logical technical analysis and DC accordingly. And right now, would it be a good level to be buying now, right? Knowing the fact that we are at the 42 out of 70, so it's relatively depleted. At the same time, we have been consolidated around the level for quite some time, right? And we are basically levitating above 2853, which is technically is like $100 leap down, versus going up to the 3158, right? So the risk versus reward ratio is actually not terrible at the moment in terms of incurring risk, right? And also at the same time, a good thing is that with respect to the MACD line, we have crossed down for quite some time now, ever since on early April, right? We are already kind of closing in on the end of the last week of April already, so we've been kind of separated for quite some time now. So eventually, you'll kind of have to go up, right? And I think we are going to be crossing up as we further consolidate and form this wedge that we're forming. And eventually, as we hit the apex of the wedge, we will be surging up from here. So not terrible in terms of incurring risk. Against the risk versus reward ratio is not terrible either. Respect to Bitcoin is flat as well. We are basically trading in comparable affectation at the 40 out of 70. So anywhere from basically current level all to 38,500 is all fair game from here. Respect to Ethereum Classic, similar affectation with the 40 out of 70 at the moment. At the same time, we are relatively plateauing in terms of the momentum. So anywhere from basically current level all the way down to 2814 is still fair game to DCA from here. Respect to Dogecoin, down about 0.81%. Anywhere from basically 12 cents below is fair game right now, right? You could see that clearly we have a head and shoulder pattern, so seeing more sell-off would not be, not be a surprise, if we were going to be experiencing that going forward. Respect to Cardano, that about 0.5%. Anywhere from 85 cents to below would be logical to DCA. Right now at the 45 out of 70, already plateauing, so not terrible in terms of incurring risk. Solana up about 2%, anywhere from basically 70. I would say anywhere from $85 to below is pretty logical to incur risk. Right now, it's sustaining, comparable to how Bitcoin and Ethereum are kind of consolidating on a sideways fashion at the 45 out of 70. And good thing is that we have already crossed down already. So the next logical move will be cross back up. So not terrible in terms of like buying around these levels either, right? 185 to 75 from here, right? XRP down about 0.6%. 69 to 57 would be where I'll be DCAing at, right? Polkadot's about 3.5%, anywhere from 16 all the way to 1406 from here. ALGORAND's about 0.7% at the 72 cents at the moment. I would say anywhere from current level all the way to 67 cents is still logical. Shiba Inu is about 0.5%, anywhere from basically It's funky, right? So I don't really like it. But if you were to buy in because you really believe in this, I think 2100, 1400 to 900 would be where I would be buying it, right? And then with respect to Polygon, which is also flat, 142 to 120, so we're in the buying zone right now, so it's not terrible, right? And with respect to AVAX, down about 0.11%, 59 to 50 based on the current leap down. But I think incurring risk somewhere around like starting at the 70 would be not a bad idea, right? Based on the current leap down right now. And lastly, with respect to Terra or Luna, down about 0.42%. At the 50 out of 70 right now, in terms of incurring risk, I would say we will be seeing more of a sell-off because this is clearly a head and shoulder pattern. A head, a shoulder, a shoulder. So we are already leaping down right now in terms of momentum. So coming down all the way to, first level of 60 would be very logical. Again, like 62, 52 to 45 would be where I would be dollar cost averaging based on the current setups on the risk profile, right? So hopefully this is a quick one. As a also a very not the most active day either. I think we all collectively deserve some cool down period, knowing the fact that we've all incurred a long durated of volatility last week already, or this week. We're still in this week, but it should get better over time based on the technicals, right? And I appreciate you. Have a good rest of the Saturday, and I look forward to catching up on the next one. Take care. Bye.